The idea that we punish them is cruel. It makes no sense. We're a better nation than that. So we're going to keep fighting for the DREAM Act. We're going to keep up the fight for reform. And that's where you come in. I'm going to do my part to lead a constructive and civil debate on these issues. And we've already had a series of meetings about this at the White House in recent weeks. We've got leaders here and around the country helping to move the debate forward. But this change ultimately has to be driven by you, the American people. You've got to help push for comprehensive reform, and you've got to identify what steps we can take right now, like the DREAM Act, like visa reform, areas where we can find common ground among Democrats and Republicans and begin to fix what's broken. So I'm asking you to add your voices to this debate. You can sign up to help at whitehouse.gov. We need Washington to know that there's a movement for reform that's gathering strength from coast to coast. That's how we'll get this done. That's how we can ensure that in the years ahead, we are welcoming the talents of all who can contribute to this country, and that we're living up to the basic American idea that you can make it here if you try. That's the idea that gave hope to Jose Hernandez. Is Jose here? Where's Jose's right over there? I want you to hear. I want you to think about this story. Jose's parents were migrant farm workers, and so growing up, he was too. He was born in California, though he could have just as easily been born on the other side of the border, if it had been a different time of year, because his family moved around with the seasons. So two of his siblings were actually born in Mexico. So they traveled a lot. And Jose joined his parents picking cucumbers and strawberries. And he missed part of school when they returned to Mexico each winter. Jose didn't learn English until he was 12 years old. But you know what? Jose was good at math. And he liked math. And the nice thing is that math was the same in every school. And it's the same in Spanish as it is in English. So Jose studied. And he studied hard. And one day he's standing in the fields collecting sugar beets. And he heard on a transistor radio that a man named Franklin Chang Diaz, a man with a surname like his, was going to be an astronaut for NASA. So Jose decided, right there in the field, he decided, well, I can be an astronaut too. So Jose kept on studying. And he graduated high school. And he kept on studying. And he earned an engineering degree. And he kept on studying and he earned a graduate degree. And he kept on working hard and he ended up at a national laboratory, helping to develop a new kind of digital medical imaging system. And a few years later, he found himself more than 100 miles above the surface of the Earth, staring out of the window of the shuttle Discovery. And he was remembering the boy in the California fields with that crazy dream that in America, everything's possible. Think about that, El Paso. That's the American dream right there. That's what we're fighting for. We are fighting for every boy and every girl like Jose with a dream and potential that's just waiting to be tapped. We are fighting to unlock that promise. And all that holds not just for their futures, but for America's future. That's why we're going to get this done. And that's why I'm going to need your help. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.